He told me you ate his ass last night. She's like, oh my god. She was so embarrassed. He was just laughing his ass off. I was like, don't ever kiss me in my cheek again. Nasty ass bitch. Fucking eat ass last night.
Did he brush her teeth? Did she leave mouth
Even if she
wide?
did, I don't. That you told me now. You
It's
told
in your
me
head now.
that you had your face in my man's ass, and you want to kiss me in the cheek. Look at his face.
It's like when our dogs lick each other's ass.
No, it's not when our dogs lick each other. That's my dog. That's his girl. I don't need
I got
these-
3 dogs and they just lick each other's ass and then they try to lick in my face while I
That
come
you let
home.
them lick your face?
No.
Oh, lie, Rich.
No. My dad.
Yeah,
No. Sometimes I look in my dog's face. I'm like, you just licked his ass, so you were.
Why the hairs be all fucked up?
No, it's like I will physically see them lick each other's ass. And I'm like,
Yo,
nah.
they do a 3-way.
And then
Dogs do it
and they stay there. They'll stay lick each other's ass like 5 minutes straight, and then they'll come. Like I'll come home. I'll be like,
They want to kiss.
They want like.
Yeah, we went making some weird songs lately. You heard that one? When she,
By who?
wop, 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 wop. I don't have no clue. He's just fucking making sound
Wop,
effects.
wop, 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 wop.
Yeah, he's just making wop, 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 wop.
Who goes wop, wop, wop,
I
wop?
don't know. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, go find it.
You could introduce the pod, my G.
All right, so we're here again. What's up, everybody? What we on, like episode 49? Well, really, it's like episode 70 something shit.
40 something.
It's season 2, so we're doing our thing. I'm Richard Picasso. That's G out of character. He's doing some snoofing. Snoofing. Is it snoofing?
Yo, see? I found it.
What?
Come on. I'll put it low. It's like wop, 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 wop.
Bop, 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 bop,
I
bop,
swear.
bop, bop.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
This one, it's,
Let's see. Let's see.
I don't want to be scared. Okay. Chucky Quarul.
This shit.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna.
You heard that? I should have made fun of him. He's probably talking about shooting people and shit.
You ever seen the movie City of God? It's like that.
That was a good movie, though.
That was a great movie. That's one of my
City of
favorite
God
movies
was
of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite foreign film too. You ever seen City of God? That came out like 2004.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Little kid was just shooting everybody. Grew up to just love killing niggas.
Well, that's the truth, though. It's like nurture is a big deal. You know, it does have a big deal to how your nature is. If you're fucking, like I told you, my man's the other day, I couldn't understand why he was walking around strapped, and it took me a little while for him telling me his story, like, and for me I had to understand it, like, yo, the homie's been through a lot, you know. You and me may not be used to like going to war and seeing people dying and head blown off and all this shit. But yo, you go to Mexico, you go to South America, those kids are kind of like, you know, they got thick skin.
Yep.
Motherfuckers are like
They're ready for war, like 4 years old.
ready for war at 4 years old. Facts.
They already got their. Oh, there was a comedian that talked about like how I don't want to go. I can't live in another country because it's like if I get ready for war, I'm gonna be like the way they be dressed. They're not dressed like a military kid. They dress like a. Who's going? How you gonna hold AK-47 and wear tuxedo shoes to kill
See what
somebody?
I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's what I said. Certain people are like conditioned. I always loved those like 007, Assassination, all those movies. I always liked those though. I always liked those like where a detective, like the unimaginable shit. A dude is breaking into Russia under the surveillance, Mission Impossible. I always liked that shit. Like
Yeah, those shits are lit, man.
I wonder though if you see the same way, like people don't just wake up killing people, right? So you have to be taught that, right?
Yep.
So I wonder if some of our spies and people that are overseas and people that do covert operations, I wonder if they're the same savages that were like found in their countries. You know, the United States go to South America, find a savage of a guy, discipline him, and now he's working on our side, being able to kill and that. Because all that shit's real, bro. Espionage, people being spies, all that shit's real, bro. Intelligence and all that shit's fucking straight up real. Like, your best friend could be a fucking snake. You know what I mean? Your best friend could be a snake. And I don't mean in our field. You know, we don't really do nothing crazy. But my grandfather, my one of my grandfathers, he when he got arrested, they showed up at my grandma's house with a book like this of all the stuff that he did because the guy that was working with my grandfather, his driver, was a snitch, was an informant.
Damn.
My point. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, look at Gotti and Sammy. Sammy finds out Gotti wants to kill him while they're in jail because they think Sammy's gonna wind up snitching on Gotti. And then what does Sammy do? He winds up snitching on me. You trying to kill me? Fuck you.
I'm telling everybody.
I'm
now.
telling everybody the whole fucking truth. You know what I mean? Like, I did this, but you did that. Like,
I clapped these many, but he clapped entire building niggas.
that's why people get mad at Takaki too. You know, real street niggas get mad at Takaki because of that reason. Because regardless, I know, you know, look, when you streeting, the streets gonna do what the streets gonna do.
Streets are gonna street.
The streets are gonna street. You know what I mean? This is what streets do. So if you're gonna take part in any event, whether your niggas do you dirty or not, that's your fault for not looking out for yourself and making sure those weren't your niggas. Because at the end of the day, he was using them to get famous, and he says that. So when they turn around and fuck you up, steal from you, fuck your baby moms, kidnap you, all this shit to you, how you really gonna ask, like, ooh, what was me? You used them to get famous. They tried to body you because they didn't get paid. So where does it come off that you get away with shooting off at the Barclays? Or you get away with having that gun running down the driveway when they were shooting the video. You see, there's not many kids with orange and pink hair to be doing that shit like that. So he gets away with that, right? Like, he gets away with that, but he gets to go to jail and then get out free because he snitches on people that do worse shit. Come on, that's why the streets don't like that nigga. You still did wrong. Take your consequence.
It's hard to get him though.
It's hard to get it. It's any criminal.
I mean, it was like I'm gonna snitch and do 44 years, or just snitch and get only less than 3.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Think about that.
That's crazy.
And he was like 23, 24 at the time. So you gonna be there till you fucking like 60.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't rap, you're gonna get 44 or 40, some crazy number. And if you do snitch, you get 3. He did it. The nigga behind him did it. His mom's did. I got his mom's number on speed dial. Fuck that.
I mean, look, I say it all the time. I'm not built for jail. Don't get me wrong.
And especially knowing the shit that he's done outside of jail, he's gonna die in jail. He ain't gonna make 44 years. He ain't gonna even make 2 years in jail. They gotta beat that nigga. Always gotta walk with a guard. He gotta be in solitary confinement. He gotta have like his own space.
Again, you've played with fire. That's your fucking fault. Why snitch and bring niggas down? Because they did dirty to you? I don't know, son. Like, I get it. I get it. Niggas try to fuck you over, you fuck them over back. I fucking get it. At the same time, you got to take the repercussions for your actions as well. You can't just be out here doing shit to people or doing shit with people and then turning around and snitching on them and say, yo, you did it.
I mean, he kind of got villainized by the whole industry after that shit.
Yeah, money don't buy respect. Money buys a lot of things. Money don't buy you respect. And he's a direct sight of that. Because as much money as the nigga could have had, that respect factor is gone. Like Troy Ave. Oh, niggas don't fucking respect Troy Ave no more.
They call rappers weirdos and shit, like those, like people like
weirdo.
It's like this new rap. Everybody's just weird. And then this nigga drops like a debut album and sells like 4,000 copies. But it's all independent though.
I mean, I'll take 4,000 copies independent at
like
$10 a pop.
But it's like the fact that you were bragging you were gonna be like top of the Billboard. You're gonna be the next hot big thing. You fell out quicker than you came in.
Well, I think that's relevant too, though, because little steps make big moves. So you sell 4,000 here, you sell 3,000 here, you sell 10,000. If you're making little steps in between, you're stepping in between, doing things, running your podcast, running your show, doing shows, And another thing too, sometimes you're not allowed back into the circle. With hip hop, sometimes when hip hop kicks you out,
that's it.
They don't let you back in. They kick you out.
Very rarely. I don't even. I can't even think of an example where somebody got villainized and kicked out of hip hop and was able to come back in.
I mean, look what Africa Bambaataa did. Niggas don't fuck with Africa no more. He's King Zulu Nation, but he touching little boys. You're not allowed in hip hop for that.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have like hip hop is hard enough to be street. It's hard enough to be a regular nigga. It's hard to be a nerd in hip hop. They just made that cool.
And
It wasn't cool to be a nerd in hip hop
But it's like you can't.
unless you were an artist or playing the instrument. Then you could be the nerd. But if you were a fan, oh yeah, in 1984 he came out with that album and that year. You're like, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? I just like the song.
I was born in '88.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's my point. Like, you could be a nerd now. You couldn't be a nerd back then.
Yep. It's actually cool now to be pretty nerd. Like I'm considered a nerd, and I love nerd shit. I just don't exude as much as I should be. I should really dive into that shit. Just
What?
nerd, like really go hard nerd with my yo-yo stuff. Cause I've always thought like just wearing like different fucking costumes, like every showcase I do, just dress like it's some crazy wild shit, and just like do my set, to do some crazy yo-yo shit.
Well,
And-
would you? Yeah, you could take it. Always take even just you. I see you incorporate changing outfits into your set. You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal. Changing outfits.
I want to like break yo-yos on set.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Start using crowd work, maybe. Like when you know somebody's gonna come with you, use somebody. Like make somebody do something. Like, but nobody has to know that they're with you.
True.
Nobody like Action Bronson. He had me for a while. I thought he was really throwing random fans off the stage, and then I come to find out, nah, he
Those
was
his
just get
niggas.
somebody. Those his niggas. He just get somebody higher and throw him off the stage.
I saw something beautiful yesterday.
I'm right here.
Shut up, nigga.
Ah!
I was at the New York State Yo-Yo Contest
Okay.
Saturday, and this guy who I love, shout out to Ben Gates, he's like a videographer for the entire like East Coast, like catches all this great footage. He did something so beautiful, but people would consider him go like, what the fuck? And
What do you do?
he was doing like 2A yo-yo and like looping tricks, and then towards the end of his set, he just grabs both of the yo-yos and just slams them on the floor, and they just shatter.
They were plastic.
They were plastic. And he shattered them, and everyone was like, yeah! On some rock star yo-yo and shit. It's on my boy's Instagram. I wish I would record it, but now that's like, I'm hoping with that, it becomes like a crazy ass trend. And shout out to all the winners and the people that participated for the New York State contest. It was actually one of the best contests. We were competing with the Florida State Yo-Yo contest that was happening at the same weekend. So it was like New York Yo-Yo contest versus the Florida State Yo-Yo contest. Which one was going to be better? And I was doing all the social media managing for the New York State contest, and we fucking won. We killed it. We had way more people. We had legends in the building. We had the most fire yo-yo chicks you've ever seen. I put them all on my page. And I love Florida. I saw a lot of people I knew there in Florida organizing their own yo-yo contest, but we killed it because we're in New York, and we have more yo-yo legends in New York than we do in Florida. Oh, that's Diablo Archie. That's Diabolo. He's fucking crazy with it. I told him, like, yo, you gotta teach me how to do that. I could do one, but I want to learn how to do two like that.
Oh.
Like, you heard me, I go, what? It's fire.
This is you being a nerd for it, Rich.
Yes. And there's more fire tricks than that. There was a 10-year-old. We had it was his first yo-yo contest. It was a 10-year-old boy. His name is Ben Milgram. Shout out to him. That's my boy Joe Lacreta. He won 2A for doing that style. Very cool guy. So now he got. And it's like, you hear the music. That's not no fucking hip hop shit. I don't even know what the fuck that is. That's like some cartoon shit. Like, it just makes you want to go. Look at that. I'm trying to get to that level. I could do some of that, but not as long as he can. Like, that trick's called punching bag. Look at that. It's like
His shit's clean.
this is way cleaner than what I could do.
You gotta get the flick of the wrist.
It's like
Look at the flick of the wrist.
there's a certain motion you do with like your middle finger and your thumb that helps guide it to do that. That he was telling me
That's
about.
what she said.
Stupid. Man, you gotta make it like sexual. But hey, if I was like banging a chick and I could do that 2A while I'm blowing her back out,
See what I'm
forget.
saying? Well, I gotta make it sexual,
You
but she's
started it.
like,
You
yo,
started
if
this,
I'm
man.
bagging a chick,
You
this
started
nigga's
this,
crazy.
man. You started this. But the fan favorite was the offstring guy. Like everybody loved that guy, Ryan. Oh, they loved him too. That's Sean De Los Santos. He's a very cool kid. He's he was trying to teach me a little bit about how to do solid ham like that. That's just slow motion. Look how beautiful that is. Like what?
Nigga's touching his chin.
Look at that. Boom.
It's crazy.
Got ball. That he was the fan favorite. I actually told him like, yo, you were my favorite performer. He was like killing it with that shit. Look at that. What? How you fake catch it? And then he threw it to his side, and then slow mo catches it and makes a DNA. How you made an off swing DNA trick?
Yo, you gotta see his face. Look at this guy's face. He's fucking amazed.
I'm amazed, man. Look at that. I want to do stuff like that. And it's like competitions. Like
That is pretty amazing.
I could just sit here and watch the beauty that's all these young players. Like they're all like young 20-year-olds, late 10s. He's actually a model. That guy. He has a management like a modeling management team.
He looks like he's a model.
His name is Hugh Harrison. Shout out to Hugh Harrison, man. He's a cool dude. I know
Either a
him,
model or good drugs.
but it's cool. Like I know all these guys when they were like fucking like 13, 14 years old. Now they fucking like they're growing beards and they're like taller than me and shit. So just to
Well,
see the growth in like these kids and what they were like in 2016 and 2015, some of them, and it's like then like damn, it's beautiful to watch these kids like from where they came from.
I mean, but that's what happens. That's what's gonna happen. You know, like you would hope. Like I love when I see my friends and they're doing good as we're older. You feel me? Or when I see like little kids and they're in better positions than I was at their age. You know, they're actually doing something. Work for their father's bread company. You know, driving a tow truck. You know, got this, got that. Like it makes me feel good to see the younger kids that I saw growing up like that because we didn't. We followed other people's like you know what I mean the way other people did things. You know how they maneuvered the streets, the drugs. You know, wrong decisions. And then on the flip side, son, I'll see niggas that are my age that are fucked up.
Oh yeah,
I saw a chick the other day I went to school with missing a tooth.
in the front.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, it's,
She was missing
it's
a
like the front too.
My nigga
No.
was like right, one of these.
Like
She
you
was like
have
missing one
bugs-
of these.
Yo, you missing the front name teeth? Like if you miss like teeth like back here, you
I'm
can
nowhere
kinda
to
hide
talk.
that
I got a
shit.
gap, but
You got-
still.
You can like hide that shit. When you like smiling if you miss like a back tooth, but if you miss from like the incisors or a canine right here, yo, you bugged
Yeah.
out.
You bugged out. You're the guy.
That's why God blessed me with these teeth, man. Like it's like nice and straight and shit. Or I can go like this.
I mean, I got a gap, but what am I gonna do?
no, but you.
I gotta Invisalign this shit.
No, your shit. No, your shit's all right. And then like girls like you for your green eyes and shit. No, you got green eyes. I don't got green eyes.
My nigga, it's not only the eyes though. The guys get you okay, but you got a fucking conversation.
The first thing a woman looks at is your eyes, and you're right.
Yes and no.
No, it's the first thing they actually look at. It's
Oh, you're
statistically
telling me the
proven.
truth.
It's statistically proven. A woman looks at your eyes first. So if you ever notice like most of the time like when they're wow look they just sometimes just stare
I don't fucking look at them. Yo, it's
because
rare.
they're on their knees already.
No, that's when I like looking at them in their eyes.
Like
Ah!
no, well you got nice
You got
eyes.
that- yeah, I never knew that shit was brown.
Oh my god, looks so blue. Oh, when the sun hits it, wow, it changes color.
Yo, come over here. Come in the sun. Ah!
And then they like open it slowly, like a flower blooming and shit.
Yo, but fucking the other day, what was I watching? I was watching midget porn the other day.
Wait, what?
Midget porn. I was curious and high.
Was it like parody or just some regular midget porn?
No, it
Like
was
some Snow White and Seven Dwarf porn.
like nah, yeah, like she was a whole woman and he was a midget and shit like that.
Was he getting it in?
And nah, he was getting it in. It just fucking. I couldn't
Awkward.
get it. I couldn't get it across in my brain. How does she not feel like she's with a kid? Like because I'm looking at it and that's what cringed me out. After like 2 minutes, I was like, all right, I gotta take this shit off, because I was like, all right, I was curious. I was like, because I got this thing when I watch porn, I look at the girls because I want to see how uncomfortable they are. not all these women are comfortable with the fuck goes on. You know that, right?
No.
Like sometimes I be seeing the threesomes and she does not want to eat the other girl's pussy.
They
Like
be
she's sitting
like,
there like,
they're like prepping and shit. Like,
yeah, she
and
like
you can see in their face like, and then
kissing
they,
the thighs, like I'm like, damn, that shit must stink. That's why she don't want to kiss it or something. Or like,
I mean, I felt they would have to kiss. Like, I felt
But
they would have to
sometime-
be clean at least for the
yeah,
scenes
but
like that.
my nigga, say you've been fucking for 45 minutes and you're fucking two bitches and you're putting in and out of both pussies, and now you want both of them to suck your dick. There's no way your dick tastes like fucking flavorful ice cream. It definitely tastes like they're two fucking vaginas.
But it's not sometimes straight scenes because like sometimes there'll be camera actions where I would assume they would have to at least wash up and then go right back at it again. Like okay, I fucked two bitches. Let me clean my shit off, and
But
then we
maybe
go
you're
right back
right.
to it.
Maybe they do
You ever,
go
you ever
shop.
seen those transitions sometimes in some porn?
Nah, I never really watch behind the scenes on porn. I never get there. I
Yeah,
watch
that's
the movie.
I watched that. I watched behind the scenes shit because I want to know what really like how it goes down. Like they got the
I seen
fluffers.
a movie back in the days where they kind of was showing that.
Like they got the fluffers.
It was like in the valley. They had
yeah,
that's
it's
where
San
I met,
Fernando
like,
Valley, San Fernando.
Seymour Butts.
Yeah, Seymour
That's
Butts.
where like I first heard his name, and I saw how they shot scenes where like
They clean.
yo, it's time to come. Yo, I don't think they always clean, B.
like the ones that are
Well,
not clean. Those are the ones
obviously-
that get the diseases and shit.
No,
'cause,
when you first get it, yes, I think you're clean. But I say after an hour, fucking 45 minutes of fucking, you know what I'm saying?
I saw a guy who had herpes, and all the times he had sex, he never gave a woman herpes
Why? How?
because he would know like his like cycles, and so know when he's gonna get it, and he had like a special medication prescribed by his doctor. So when he was getting ready to go, he would let them know, like schedule it, like, hey, we would have to probably do it around this day because it's going away. It's going away. Like I'm good. I got my pill, and he would do it for hours, and then he would get clean. He would get a clean bill of health. He would go to the doctor and make sure that he's good. The girls wouldn't be afraid or anything, and he'll be fucking set. And he would never get herpes. And he wouldn't get herpes. He wouldn't give him herpes. They be sucking his dick. They be riding that shit. He wouldn't give them herpes. He was a clean for just that day, and then probably the following day that shit breaks out, and he fucking like, oh damn.
Are you fucking a chick that says she got herpes?
Well, I did not do chicks.
No. But she says, listen,
Me personally,
I
no.
control the flare up. I know when it's coming. I know
You ever? My man, there was this one time. There was this girl that I really liked that had herpes, and I was trying to do everything to figure out a way around that because she was like so pretty, and I just wanted to see if I could make it work. And I literally went down a rabbit hole of just like, damn, how can I have sex with a chick without getting herpes? And there was like no impossible way for me to figure that shit out. And then that's how I stumbled upon that porn star. I got herpes. And this is how he did it. He's like, this is how I have sex with women without getting them herpes. And then like when he does get herpes, it's not like he's getting like a super breakout that he looks like fucking pizza face or some shit like that.
I'm gonna explain something to you though.
What?
If you're a fucking porn star, bro, and you're gonna fuck a guy knowing that he has herpes, and you're gonna trust his word that it only comes up when he said, you really like your job. You really like. It's not about the money at that point, because that's a life gamble. You carry herpes around for the rest of your life like luggage. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like that's a life decision for you to be like, oh, fuck it, I'll suck it. You might get no. He said today's the day. Yo, I swear I can't. Like, I dated, but I knew a chick that had like a stomach bacteria or something like that. Like
I knew a girl. I knew a guy like that.
or like a vagina bacteria or something.
Oh no, his breath was like that.
She would get like she would tell me, she's like, I can't have sex all the time. It would hurt me when I had. Like, what does it do to the guy's dick? She's like, oh, nothing. I don't trust that. Like I appreciate people that are honest and straightforward, and I have this problem because I'd rather not find out later. But at the same time, I like my body. You feel me? Like I like where everything intact. I don't want to. Yo, God bless the dead. My uncle got AIDS. You know what I mean? He died ultimately because his liver failed, but he had AIDS, HIV, from shooting needles. You know? I don't know how y'all motherfuckers. And yo, God bless y'all niggas. I love y'all. But I don't know how y'all niggas be on dating apps and fucking bitches without condoms. Like, yo, it's one thing if y'all want to fuck. Yo, fucking is cool. Fucking random people, even better. But you want to know that they're safe and clean. You know what I'm saying? What if she just came from sucking his dick and now she jumped in the car and she comes to suck your dick. And then, yeah, exactly, right? Now you got his dick shavings on your dick. And now you're mixing dick shavings. And like, nah, like for me, I like
It'd be that one dick shave and it goes in your
use
ingrown
protection.
hair or some shit.
Use protection. Like for me, like use protection. You fucking bitches, you should use protection.
That's why they would have to clean like after like scenes and shit. Like, because at the end of the day,
bacterias and all that, right?
yeah, because remember they're porn stars, but they're actors and actresses. They gotta be professional, just like a mainstream actor for a movie. It's just they're getting paid. It's a paid job. It's a gig.
Nah, I get it. I like I said, I would hope so, but I just remember it was a lot of pressure for them. Like I said, yo, it's time to come now, or this position, or get in that position, like. And then you think about when it gets like brutal and rough and crazy. I'm like, damn, yo, these. I feel bad for some porn stars. I really be feeling bad, yo. Like, what kind of life did you have? What kind of life did you really have to take this route? And you feel like this is the.
I mean,
this is the route that I have to stay with. But then I see some like Kendra Lust. Yo, Kendra Lust got a podcast. She's always at UFC events.
Like Mia Khalifa.
What?
Like Mia Khalifa?
Nah, but Mia Khalifa though,
and she only did it for 3 months.
What, porn?
Yeah.
I think she did longer than that, bro.
There's
way too many pornos of her. Nigga, I feel like I just saw a new one.
You could shoot multiple scenes in a day. You don't have to only fuck once a day.
Yeah, but nah, I think she did longer than that. But my point is that there's some of them that be, even Lisa Ann, when I hear Lisa Ann talk, she jokes about the cocks. Like, oh my God, you fucking. Oh, who she said? She said John Sally had the biggest dick she ever saw. You know John Sally, the NBA player? The old NBA player?
Yeah.
With the glasses? He was
yes,
in Bad Boys?
yes.
She said John Sally had the biggest cock I've ever seen. I was laughing my ass off. and then the conversation pursued, and they said Shaq had the smallest.
She fucked Shaq?
A chick went to high school with him, and she was talking about it. She was like, just the size proportion ratio doesn't link up.
Damn, that's sad.
That's fucked up,
that
right?
Nigga's like 7'1", and he got like what, fucking 4 inches.
My nigga, if he's 7'1", his dick probably was top of my arm.
Like a 4-year-old.
Yo,
got a 4-year-old dick in your pants.
Yeah, but I be with athletes and all that shit. There's something about like I wonder if you're born like that. Like I wonder if you're born athletic with a build, like, or do you really have to work at it every day? Do you really have to work out every day? Because I like like certain people just doing sports without hitting the gym. They're fucking like this.
Yep, and there's people
like I've seen some women, bro, that stuff their face with nasty ass food and all this shit all day, and they just skinny, big butt. Like I don't get it. Like, is it just as genes?
Like I know people that don't work out at all. They don't go to the gym. They eat all the food they want, and they fucking look brolic and
amazing.
Amazing. Like I'd be jealous because the moment I like look at a cookie, I gain 5 pounds.
Hey, so when I look at a cookie,
it's like damn. And then they fucking get you a whole bag, like a whole Oreo line of fucking anything, and they look exactly the same. But I come from a big family. Like my father's big. Like most of our family's pretty huge, so it's like in my DNA, genetic wise, anything I did, like even when I was young, you see old pictures of me. I didn't have no neck.
I wonder how that shit happens, though.
I was
Joe,
roly-poly.
We come from being skinny, like this right here. This belly is through evolution. Remember, our ancestors used to chase food. We used to be skinny.
Your ancestors was doing other shit. Your ancestors were fucking hunting. My ancestors were
eating,
driving to McDonald's.
Yeah, but there was no McDonald's. Like somewhere.
No, I imagine the caveman McDonald's.
Somewhere, what that a lady that just serves bugs and shit.
And they got like a fucking rock menu and shit.
But yeah, bugs on bread. Fucking.
You want some bugs with some hot sauce?
I wonder what they use for hot sauce, yo. I wonder what our native. Yo, I'm telling you.
Some T-Rex blood, some shit.
If there is a God and I die, that's one thing I'm gonna ask you. I just want to see the beginning of life. I want to see how do we become primitive.
Like, what was the monkey break off?
I'm telling you. I personally think aliens, though. I think like the Anunnaki and shit like that is real. I think aliens. I think something came here. I think aliens in a sense where something hit Earth or something came here and then disrupted our DNA.
Remember, we're
and
still
changed
evolving.
us.
Remember, we come from different homos. Like I think we're the 12th evolution of like Homo. We're Homo sapiens.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, there was like
they got Homo
erectus, Homo Escree. I forgot what it's called, like escree,
So
but you
do you
look at
think
those.
being called a homosexual is really fucking derogatory then?
No, I never considered it derogatory.
No, because it's like, all right, the homos are different types of species, right? You got Homo erectus, Homo this, Homo sapien. Why are they It's almost like we're calling them a different species.
Because the word homo comes
Homosexual.
from
That's fucking.
because the word homo it means man, so it's like man sex. So you say
All right,
homosexuals.
all right. I get it. If you take it in that sense, man sex, man sex.
There you
Okay,
go.
I get it. I get it.
That's why they say homosexuals.
Because I'm like, yo, that's kind of disrespectful. You know, if I'm a Homo sapien and I call you a homosexual, does that mean you ain't a human?
And believe it or not, and certain species of human we're living with other species. So if we're like
Yeah,
the
we used to live
12th,
with Neanderthals.
yeah, we live with
Yeah.
Neanderthals. Like it would be like homo, like the 6th generation with the 7th generation, and they would just inbreed with each other to make the eighth generation. Then it breed off, make 9th generations to a point where we're making the 13th generation of homo.
Well, they wanted. What sucks is that we come, we kill, we destroy what was here. It sucks that we don't get to we don't have the opportunity to understand who our ancestors really were because we killed and conquered them in order to get what we are, and that's everywhere.
I mean,
That-
most people believe we didn't even come from monkeys or we didn't come from like no homo anything.
Speak.
Like with certain religions, like they think the world was 2022 years ago.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, that's what the time of Christ is because they say we only became civilized that long ago, but yet they can't explain the pyramids. They can't explain how people put this shit together. They can't depict why these walls are granite inside.
Like,
Like they say that the Egyptians and the Maya and all that they adopted these pyramids. All that shit was there beforehand. You got to see Graham Hancock's Apocalypse Now. You gotta see it on Netflix. Really good documentary. Apocalypse Now. He just shows Graham Hancock shows he's not a archaeologist. He's a journalist, and he's been doing like the past 20 something years of just going around the earth and seeing why it's shaped the way it's shaped, and finding things in the earth and hearing stories from different past tribes and cultures, and a lot of them share the same story about like Noah's flood, about like the Epic of Gilgamesh,
Oh.
like they everybody shares the same stories with similar gods, all different names. Why?
yeah, there was another movie like that called Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist was good. Zeitgeist was good.
Actually, there's some tribes still on Earth that haven't even seen humans yet, like other types of humans.
Oh yeah,
They
no, those
stick
people in North
Aboriginals,
Sentinel Island.
the Sentinel Islands and stuff. But they kind of seen them, but we're just scared to go the fuck over there because they'll kill you.
Yeah, now they'll eat you, but I don't get that neither.
And if you see the Instagram history photograph, they had I think it was somewhere in Africa or somewhere in Australia, but it was a tribesman, like a guy from like a tribe.
Okay,
It was his first time seeing a white man. And
Really?
He's like trying to touch the white man's hand. The white man has his hand out, and he's like scared to go near him or anything. He's like pulling back, like, like, and he's like,
Yeah,
I'm
man,
gonna
they
hurt you, and he's
shouldn't
like,
there shouldn't be any walls, man.
that was in 1993.
There shouldn't be any walls, man. There shouldn't be any walls to any of us. Like, I don't know why we weren't meant to mix. Why people act like we're not meant to mix. There's so
Racist.
many borders, even past race. Race, religion, language.
We're the original race.
You know what I'm saying? Like
there's
Kanye West praising Hitler. Like, what the fuck?
There's people
Like,
believe that white people were the spawn of everything. I find that fucking absolutely insane. Those white people that believe that, oh, we were the originals. We dominate all races and shit. I'm like, no, you don't. Y'all weren't even a thing like 25,000 years ago. From the Caucasus, the Caucasus Mountains of Caucasus.
yeah, but some people are like that. Some people.
Because you get trained, you get taught that shit. It's like, yeah, I am the greatest. I am a white man with blonde hair and blue eyes. I rule everybody. Look at my muscles. This black man can't do anything to me. I will punch him and destroy his whole family. Give me your land. Matter of fact, here's a rope. Hang from this tree. Monkey ass. There's people that believe that shit. It's fucking sad. Why can't we just get along, man? Why we gotta fight? Like we could all, you know how much shit how quickly the future will be in if we all just work together. We'll be in the year 2000. We'll be in the year 4500 in like probably 15 years if we all work together, share our science, share our like talents, like our crafts. But it's like, oh, I don't want to work with him because he's black or he's Spanish or he's Asian. Like, come on, are you serious right now?
Yeah, but people, Spanish people, Asian people, they built a lot of this world. Spanish people, Asian people, they built a lot of this world with their hands. You know what I'm saying? Like our buildings, our structures, our concrete. Every time you walk past a house, there's 5 Mexicans breaking it down and putting it up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I don't know how people of any circumstance can feel like you're better than anybody if you can't do it yourself. Like I seen David Goggins on Joe Rogan, and every time I watch David Goggins, I feel like such a pussy. He makes me remember how much of a pussy he is. Yo, David Goggins got this line. He goes, sometimes I see my shoes, I look at my shoes, and I wait like 45 minutes before I put them bitches on. Cause I know I'm a bitch. And I gotta put them on and go fucking run. I gotta go run to show I'm not a bitch. And those shoes ain't gonna beat me today. I'm gonna beat those shoes today. I'm gonna show those shoes today. I'm gonna put them. Yo,
Okay, that sounds a little crazy.
nah, it's not crazy. It's you gotta really watch the episode.
I know David Goggins.
It's more than when you hear his story. His father used to get locked up in a furnace. His father used to get chained to a furnace and beat up, and then that trickled off to him beating his mom. The father beating his mom, and David used to witness all that shit. You know what I mean? You don't know. Like I thought he was crazy too. It's just to me, it's not. It's more than that. It's being fat, having anxiety.
But look what he grew up around.
Be-
He got molded that way.
Fucking Richie.
But is
How
he-
many people in the hood use the excuse of I came from the fucking hood and that's why I can't get out of it. I started drugs and I did dope and I did this because of where I came from.
Being molded a certain way and getting out are two different correlations. Those are two different
My
correlations.
nigga, my point is that he got out and he didn't get out. He doesn't get out. What I'm trying to tell you is he doesn't get out in his head. That all that work that he does, what we see him as, he has money now. He did the military. He's famous for this, famous for that. Second book. And what he's trying to say in that pod is he still isn't out. That's why I don't get people that do bad shit and become what they don't want to become like their parents or like the evil things. I don't get people that become that way. Because you got a person like that. Either way, whether you beat this, get out or not, you're still taking you with you. So if you got pain and hurt, that's gonna be for forever. And he showed me that on that pod. Like, yo, I couldn't believe the things he was saying. He was like, I'm still a fucking pussy. I still ain't shit. I'm still that little kid in my chest that didn't do nothing, that couldn't complete nothing, was never good enough at nothing. This is a guy that's running with no cartilage in his fucking knees. He just ran the Moab, became second place in the Moab. Who does that with
What's the Moab again?
I don't know, 62 miles of running in the desert or some shit like that. 62 fucking miles. Or 62 days. Yeah, 62 hours. I'm sorry. 62 hours of running. He just became second place with no cartilage in his knees. And it's because he tells himself he ain't shit. He's conditioned to tell himself he ain't shit. And instead of really not being shit, he inspires people like me not to be shit. Because I see that and I'm like, fuck, I'm not working hard enough. I'm not working hard enough. It correlates with my own demons of not being good enough. I've never felt like I was good enough. I wasn't picked second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place. Shit. I was next to a little retarded kid going, pick me. They'd pick him.
Right.
They'd pick him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realized what David was saying. How you get insecure, you get bothered by not having love in your house and not having love in your family and not being, all that shit could fuck with you. And then I see him. And you think from an outside point of view, oh, he's successful, military, all this is on Joe Rogan. Then you hear his story, and you're like, this nigga's still fucking battling his demon. He's still right there telling you straight up, I still ain't shit, Joe. Joe, I still ain't shit. I still got shit to be done. The work ain't never done. My work never been done. My work gotta keep going, because the second day I get relaxed and I tell myself that I'm worth something, that's when I know I'm not worth nothing. It's like, shit. Yo, it gets you unhinged to hear that. I'm like, and that's why I said the shit we were talking about in the car about the wolf mentality. I see it. I correlate with those people that just, no matter what we do, no matter how hard we work, no matter what we get at, no matter what peak we reach, we still feel we ain't shit because that little boy, that little girl in our brain still tells us we're not worth it. Like I saw that shit, man, and it moved me so much. And that's why I don't get people that make poor, crazy decisions for themselves and get into black holes that they can't climb out of. Because we all come from somewhere. And no matter how bad or good it is, at the end of the day, you're still taking you with you. There ain't no remedy for pain. No true remedy. If you got internal pain, you're going to have internal pain no matter how successful you are. You're still going to be timid and shy and this, that, and the third, even if you became a millionaire in a big-ass house. Because you're yo-yos. That's who you are. You know what I'm saying? That those little things that bother us should be the things that drive us. And that's what I really got from his pod that moved me. Like, the little things that bother you, don't be scared and feel like, damn, I got to do my best so it don't bother me no more. No. It might be part of you. It might be supposed to bother you. It might chase you for forever. Be okay with it. Don't be satisfied.
Like, get uncomfortable with being uncomfortable.
Like you say it all the time. Get uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. But know that uncomfortability is what really drives you to be better, to determine to be more.
I told you, even for yesterday with me, like, in a room full of yo-yoers, I feel like I'm the weakest yo-yo there. Like, I'm looking at all these other yo-yo players doing all these crazy ass tricks that I know in my head I could probably never do. But then there'll be that one kid that comes like, yo, I saw you here. I saw this video. Like, yo, that shit was crazy. You inspired me. I was teaching a fucking guy how to do 5A for like 20 minutes straight, and he was just in awe at me doing the most simplest fucking trick. He's like, yeah, I really want to do that. Can you teach me how to do it? I'm like, all right, I got you. And then he's like, yo, thank you so much. I'm going to go home and try to learn this shit. And it made me feel good. Hey, somebody brought you up. They find you as like the most like greatest character in all my like videos. Like this dude, he's like a dude that I like known since like 2011, coming up in the yo-yo world. He ended up owning his own yo-yo company. Like that yo-yo I showed you earlier, that Good Life yo-yo. Shout out to Michael Curdy. Good Life yo-yo's an amazing dude. One of the best yo-yoers in the Northeast I've ever seen. Like ever. And like of all yo-yo-dom. Like we're just having conversations. He's like, yo, I be loving that dude that you be having that talking about hood shit. And that shit be having me crack up. It's like you try to teach him, you try to show him DNA, and he's like, shit. And then you had a one time when he was just talking shit, like go do the Jews of the Holocaust. The Jews of, and,
I'm rubbing off on him. Pause.
and it was like, wow, like people like fuck with my shit. Like I'm in the room and it's like, yo, they see me doing big things and like trying like getting all these different plugs and stuff. And it's like in my head, there's that part of my brain that's like, I'm just doing this because it's good. Like it's not that I'm shy or timid about it. I just do it because it feels good, and I want to keep doing what feels good. And if I happen to inspire somebody from doing what you love, then that's great.
And that's the point, though. That's the whole point, in my opinion, though. Like, you're doing what you love. You're a grown ass man, make good money a year, and what you do is what you like doing. You know what I'm saying? That should show anybody that's what you're supposed to do. Like, no matter where you get in life, if you like doing something, don't deprive yourself and don't do it. You know, failing isn't trying. You know what I mean? Failing is not trying.
Nope. Yes.
You know
that's it. Failing is not trying.
Failing is not trying. If you didn't give it a whack, you didn't try, then you really failed.
What was that thing? Was it Michael Jordan that said? If you don't fail, you never tried anything new.
Oh yeah, you have to. You have to fail. Nobody's perfect, yo.
Nobody wins. It's very small amount of people win on their first try, but the other 99.9% they fail.
Well, I told you too. I think that satisfaction, yo. I could lose 10 times if I win just once. Yeah.
It's like for me, it's like winning never encapsulated everything. Nothing for me because it just shows me like okay, it's like okay, I reached a certain point. Okay, then what would be like the next thing after that? Would win again? Just keep winning in the same thing, or just try to win at something else?
Yeah,
it's like the fact that I've seen people. I've lost more than I won in life.
Of course,
but I inspire people with more of the shit that I didn't do more than things that I did. Like no yo-yoer ever came up to me and said they were inspired by me winning this competition or that competition. Mm-hmm. They just look at me and just see me like online having fun and doing all this crazy shit, and they're inspired by that. Like I don't need a trophy to signify who I am or signify to inspire people. Just being
Shit.
myself is all I need to be.
Nah, that's fact. That's fact. I guess I seek the thrill of agony and defeat. I like. There's something about it. There's something about like
Like I feel if I linger,
something about an epic game. The epic game of winning and losing. There's something about that back and forth that I just can't get over. Like I love it. I love to be part of that competition of winning and losing. Whether it comes to wits, whether it comes to something physical. Yeah, like I know when I can't do something, but if I can try, I'm gonna play to win. If I can try, I'm gonna fucking play to win.
well,
A lot of people, yeah, it don't really affect them though. You know, it don't really affect them.
so for the audience right there, we have another camera. Is that camera turned on back there?
Well, it's a little red light on.
I don't know. Sometimes that means it's off. I never fucked with it enough to.
it's on.
Okay, so we have another camera. Hi, if you're on this camera right here, we're trying out some new equipment. I just bought like 2 new cameras that we have yet to utilize right now, but he pretty much organized my whole camera box, which I appreciated.
Yeah, I can't stand messes.
Yeah, he's a very clean dude. Don't let the dirty fuck bitches that don't clean shit fool you.
Nah,
He
well,
takes
they
it
don't
seriously.
clean shit. Bitches be mad. Fucking come over the house to fuck, right? You got nasty ass bathroom, and there's like hair, and there's like your panties, and I know it's your apartment,
No.
whatever. You know what I mean? I know it's your apartment, but you knew you were having a guest over.
One time I went to a girl's house.
Yeah.
How the fuck this chick had her underwear with the Kotex on it? In the toilet.
No.
In the toilet.
No.
Toileto.
She's sucio.
Baño.
Yes, sucio.
I'm like, well, guess I ain't gonna pee right now.
Yeah.
I killed my whole. For a man to kill your pee bus by just looking at something, it's like I ain't gotta go no more.
Yeah, nah, that'll be a turn on for me. Like, and you know what? Call me petty. I don't give a fuck. Cause I know y'all niggas don't give a fuck. Y'all niggas coming over to fuck her. So y'all niggas don't give a fuck what the apartment looks like. Yo, I'm sorry. I walk in and that bitch's apartment is a mess. That means for me, I shouldn't be fucking that. That means she's a mess. Like, and don't give me that, oh, I work 40 hours. I'm never home. Yo, you know how girls be
Just
talking
need
that shit?
yeah.
But the kitchen is the kitchen
Past
is
girls that use
prestige though, because she don't ever use the kitchen.
Well, I've met many women, past and present. They'd be like, "Oh, I there's never enough time for me to do anything. Oh, yeah, there's never enough time for you to clean. There's never enough time for you to call. There's never enough time for you to go outside. But you have time to make your fucking house a mess."
Yeah, nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. If you
And then it'll be like them living by themselves. They don't even got like roommates
I used to live with a chick,
or
and
have extra shit or nothing.
I would go to work, and I come home and there's dishes in the sink.
It's like it's just you.
It's just you. You been home all day by yourself. You know, I wash them later.
Why are there 10 dishes? There should
Why
only
do
be
you-
one
why
if
do you
that's the
gotta
case.
Wash them later. Why can't you just wash the dishes now? They're right there. Oh, then why didn't you wash them then?
Because
I just got home. I didn't put them in there.
you've been all day. I just did 8 hours. You did no hours today.
Or what about the bitches that since they don't go out, they don't shower?
I haven't had that yet.
You ever had bitches like they'll shower?
You know what? I met chicks with bad breath. I met some really
No, I mean like, it's a Saturday or a Sunday. Y'all went out all day on Saturday.
No, I haven't had that then.
Yeah, like you spend all Sunday with her and she still hasn't showered yet, and it's like 12 in the afternoon. You're like, go shower, bitch. Like, she's like, oh, when I've been home, we're not going anywhere. Bitch, go
still,
shower. The fuck is wrong with
You
you?
marinated in ass all day? Like,
I swear you took a shit this morning.
did you wipe? Like, I've been out with chicks that had really bad breath. They would be fucking bad as hell. Like, dress on point, makeup on point. But then when they open their mouth, I'm like,
Halitosis.
But
Sometimes it's not always their
oh,
fault.
no. Sometimes it'd be their fault.
Oh, okay, yeah, she knew.
I only met one other chick in life that it was halitosis, and I understood it. But the other chicks, like I'll be in the car, and then it just smells all around my car because they're like one of those talkers, and I'm like, and I gotta roll my window down. I'm like, you want some gum? And they're like, no. I'm like, you sure? You don't want to be rude. But it's like, fuck, it kills your whole like sexual drive to them. It's like they don't even want to have sex. I just rather be home in my nice, fresh aired house.
I told you about the time I was at my man's house, right? And he was telling me that he got his asshole eaten out. I was at my man's house. We were chilling. He was like, "Yo, son, you ever got your asshole eaten out?" And I told him straight. I was like, "My nigga, that's not something I want to discuss with you." And he's like,
some
he's like, all right, I get it. I was like, "Yo, well, bro." He goes, "Bro, but yo, shorty," and I know this couple, a friend of mine. I know the couple, and he's like,
if you're
yo,
watching this,
he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna clip this shit for her." He's like, yo. She's like, "Yo, he says, yeah, yo, it felt great for us." I was like, "That you did that last night?" He goes, "Yeah, I did that last night." Time goes by, 4 or 5 hours. His girl comes home from work, whatever, and she says hi. She goes to say hi to me, and I curved her. I was like, she was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, and I looked at him, and he's like, "No, no." And she's like, "What happened, Gil? Why you don't say hi to me?" I was like, "He told me you ate his ass last night." She's like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" She was so embarrassed. He was just laughing his ass off. I was like, "Don't ever kiss me in my cheek again." Fucking eat ass last night.
Did he brush her teeth? Did she leave mouth?
Even if she did, I don't. That you told me now. You
It's
told
in your
me
head now.
that you had your face in my man's ass, and you want to kiss me in the cheek. Look at his face.
It's like when our dogs lick each other's ass.
No, it's not when our dogs lick each other. That's my dog. That's his girl. I don't.
I got 3 dogs and they just lick each other's ass and then they try to lick in my face while I
Did
come
you let
home.
them lick your face?
No.
Oh, lie, Rich.
No. My dad. No. Sometimes I look in my dog's face. I'm like, you just licked his ass, so you were.
Why the hairs be all fucked up?
No, it's like I will physically see them lick each other's ass. And I'm like,
Yo,
nah.
they do a 3-way.
And then they stay there. They'll stay lick each other's ass like 5 minutes straight, and then they'll come. Like I'll come home. I'll be like,
They want to kiss.
They want
to kiss you.
I'm like, no. There you go. Maybe tomorrow.
That's fucking hilarious. Yo, dogs are funny. I got my dog a choker. So much better. Night and day walking him, bro. Night and day.
Finally got it from him?
Yeah, night and my man's a dog trainer around the corner, so I've been chilling with him, and yo, he's like the dog whisperer, my nigga. Like I swear to God, he speaks dog. This is like the second time he's been in my crib, and my dog he's like, "Hey, you're not gonna communicate with me like that. You better sit down." Gives him a treat. Dog's like, and then for the rest of the time, dog didn't even bother him. I'm like,
positive reinforcement.
How you do that?
Positive reinforcement.
Yo, you people that train dogs and train animals and all that shit, salute to y'all.
It's like training kids.
Like yeah, but it's different because kids will eventually learn. They speak English.
Yes, kids
speak. We're humans. We're mammals.
Yeah,
You know?
kids are in the world and they can communicate to you. Dogs, they just know like
you
certain
gotta
cues.
understand them, and
You have to understand them.
When I see how he is with his dog, though, bro, like literally, he could tell his dog stay right here and walk 8 blocks home, and the dog will sit right there, and then come to him when he calls. Like, yo, the dog he's really good with training dogs. He gets paid for it. It's his profession.
That's all.
Yeah, like that's what I said.
The choker changed you.
I salute to you guys that got enough patience to deal with animals like that because it's no easy feat, yo. Like, you see certain people that be training vicious dogs, too. Like, I be seeing the pit bull and parolee shit sometimes. And some of those pit bulls be fucking.
And you see
the people be having patience, though. They be having patience. And like 6-7 months of training the dog is now mentally there, you know? Like, that shit's hard. I killed my fucking lovebirds.
You know how many white people in Midtown would kill for like dog trainers like that? For their pets?
Oh yeah.
You see those like dog walkers and shit? Maybe like
my
fucking
homegirl's
10
a
of
dog
them.
walker. She works in Long Island City from like 10 to 6 at night, walks dogs.
If you get, I took from 2 dog walkers, because I work in Midtown. From 2 dog walkers I always see walking by, I'll be standing outside and there'll be like one dude with like 3 dogs on one end and like 5 dogs in the other. He's like, I asked him like, oh,
makes a lot of money.
Makes a lot of money, especially if you get the Midtown, middle Manhattan dogs. He's like, yo, I be killing it, like, dude, like, and like literally, if I just do this every day for the next like 3 years, I could retire. Because he's like LLC'd his own dog walking company. So he reinvests it, and he was able to put enough to get like his own. Not like he made like he got a space for like the dogs, so like when the owners come back, he can like feed them like a little daycare, like a doggy daycare for them. And then he walks all of them. He got like these special harnesses so they won't fucking like try to escape, or if they try to bite their shit off, they won't bite through nothing, and he
Yeah.
gets crazy money for it. And he said, "Yo, one of his clients is fucking Jim Carrey's daughter's dog."
Yeah, see, these fucking odd jobs people get paid for to do, bro.
And I be hating HDTV for that because they be, those people when they be like house hunting, and then they have the most weird fucking job, but it makes them like bad money. It'll be like, oh, I'm selling pencils in the middle of the street,
Oh yeah,
or all
yeah.
I do is clap my hands when cars when they walk by. Oh,
Well,
our budget for our house was $2 million.
that's one thing I would tell like that's one thing I would tell my like if I had kids, that's one thing or any kid, that's one thing I would tell you like if you're young and you don't have like something that you really love doing in life, but you know that you at least want to have some type of financial freedom, go into engineering, go into computer engineering, go into that boring ass space that nobody really wants to go to, that nobody works in neither. You know what I'm saying? That's how you'll get paid. Like you'll get paid for doing those little odd jobs that nobody wants to do. Everybody kind of wants an exciting job or they get stuck in content. You know what I'm saying? Or they get a union job, which is those are good too. Those are good too. But yo, I seen fucking computer chip organizers and people that build computers super successful. And reason being is nobody can do it. You know what I mean? Not anybody could just build a computer. That shit's hard to do. I couldn't run all this shit without those people. I couldn't have fixed that without the guy that fixed it for me with the soldering, remember? You need a guy like that. That's why I say if to anybody that don't know what they're doing but wants financial freedom, do shit that people don't. Like go into 3D printing and start fucking good. Learn how to by the time you're 20 years old, you'll learn how to use the metal printers. Now you can start printing car parts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And printing my yo-yo.
3D print me yo-yos. That's all I need.
That's all I need.
My birthday's in 3 months. Hook
3
me up.
months.
Yeah, right. And that's the mid-30s. I'll be 35.
My birthday's in 2 months.
Right? You're gonna be 34.
2 months. Not too bad.
Are we're wrapping now, or we got more stuff? Have we really talked? We talked about a lot of shit. Well, we didn't even talk about like any main topics. We just
There's
be
no
talking.
topics. You want to
There's
throw
really
one
no
out there?
topic.
We got like 10 minutes left. We got 5 minutes left.
What's SZA's album's fire?
You'd like SZA's album?
I liked it.
Okay.
I don't love it, but I liked it.
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't she put out a sped up version of it too?
I don't know. Did she? Like there was some songs on there she was spitting some shit which I liked. Like I have it right here actually. There was like one really good song that I liked from her. Let's just run the SZA. What the fuck? The album's called SOS. It's really dope.
SOS.
Oh, it's called Love Language. That was really dope. I like the Love Language. And Smoking on My X Pack. That was really dope.
That's funny.
Those are
Anything coming up for this week?
Oh yeah, Alpha NYC. She has a show at Wonderville. Friday.
Next Friday?
This Friday.
This Friday.
Yep, this Friday is gonna be in Brooklyn. It's like a barcade spot.
Okay.
She's doing a toy charity.
Okay. And you got Nico too, right?
Yeah, but that's a whole different thing.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be doing some stuff with Nico, and I'm very honored. He's my nigga. He randomly hit me up. He was like, "Yo, I'm doing this thing. You want to pull up?" I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
And that was another thing. Even with the yo-yo players, he said, "Yo, like 2 different yo-yo players was like, yo, talk to me about being on Nico's page." He's like, I'm like, is he like your friend? I'm like, hey, I would say he's my friend. Like he hits me up, gives me opportunities. We sometimes talk about life. We got each other's phone numbers, so I assume that's like.
I mean, you
friend
guys,
is
you guys are business acquaintances.
Yes.
You know, like. I mean, he did send you that little invite too. So.
Yep.
You know, he has you as a regard, but I don't know him from a hole in the wall. But the way he moves, you gotta. His job entails having proper relations with everybody.
Yes.
So I'd rather have like a 75 friendship relation with somebody, and then than not have one at all. So he probably just maintains a level of business with everybody.
Like he's friends with it feels like he's friends with the world. Like I never met a person that knew so many people from like a regular person to like a big name celebrity person. Like I try to invite him to the yo-yo contest. I personally text him, it's like, hey, you can. It's like, yo, I want to come.
He probably likes his anonymity though.
To a certain extent, yeah. But I told him like he said he would love to come. He would have came, but he was shooting a commercial for Vans.
Okay.
It was like they had like these giant sneaker mobiles,
Okay.
and he had like some people like well known like celebrities like Lil Mozzarella, like influencers doing promotions for Vans. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't want to come to your contest. No, I'm doing Vans commercials. Shit, being a wear some Vans sneakers doing yo-yo tricks. What? Yeah, I want to do that, and then knowing how much he's getting paid to shoot there all day, fuck.
Of course. Of course.
But just the fact that I could easily reach out to him and just talk to him about wanting to pull up or talk about life
you
and
got
stuff.
you got listen, you gotta have relations. You gotta have relations with everybody. Not everything has to be all fucking y'all sleeping together or y'all eat dinner together. It could just be just really good friendships, and we know we could depend on each other for business. That's a big deal. If I could depend on you for business, we're in business.
He called me one day, like not too long, like not long ago, like half a year ago. He called me randomly. He's like, "Yo, Rich," he's like, "I know you got appendicitis recently. Everything good?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Cause I think I don't know, my stomach's been feeling weird too, and all the signs you said you had, I think I got it too." I'm like, "Does just the side of your stomach hurt?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Did you go to the bathroom?" He's like, "I'll call you back." And he panicked for a while, but then like
Everybody's been having a stomach issue lately. My homegirl too
But-
had a fucking stomach issue.
I was like, this man's calling me about appendicitis.
Yeah, but that's why though. In order for him to be able to call you and you be like that and act like that, is because you got to maintain a certain relations with everybody. That's what I do, like with everybody. I try not to give nobody a cold shoulder, so to speak. And if I do give you a cold shoulder, it is for a reason.
Like even the people that like try blocking me from everywhere, it's like I'm not a blocker. Like the worst I would do is just unfollow you. I would never like.
Nah,
block.
fuck that. I block niggas. I don't want to see your shit. I didn't want to see your shit to begin with. Now if we don't talk, I really don't want to see your shit. Nah, dead ass. I block you. I don't want to see you liking my shit. I don't want to see your name in my stories. I don't want to see, because it's like, what are you doing that for? You're doing that for your own satisfaction, or you're doing that to get a reaction. So it's like, you stop fucking with them, you block them. You block them, they don't got to see your shit. You don't got to see their shit. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't go out of my way to block you. It's one quick, swift move. Block, 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 like the song. Block, 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 block.
I mean, for me, like, it never got to its extreme, like a super extreme. Where
Yeah, you never, like, you don't really care. You could care either way.
It's like, you know what? I want you to see how fucking happy I am.
Oh, nah. I get provoked by seeing your face. I don't want to see your little face.
That's why I want you to see, like, I never really had no bad terms.
But that's
like,
why I block you.
But it's like, if it's like bad terms, okay, cool. But if it's like something mutual, like, okay, we just, whatever.
Nah, I block you. I still block you. Like,
Even if it's good terms, like, okay, whatever.
I still block. Well, if it's good terms, if it's good terms, there's no reason I would ever want to block you. But if like, nah, we're not talking and we're not, because you're going to see my shit and feel a certain way. I don't want to do that to you. And I can't control what you feel. I can't tell you to stop feeling. When you see me here, see me there, see me out there, see me with this one, see me doing that, see me happy. I can't control you and tell you how to feel. So, in order to protect your feelings, even though I shouldn't give two shits, and protect my own. Because if you get a feeling, you become reactionary towards me. Now you're giving me opportunity to be reactionary towards you. It's just a fucking circle of love that we don't need. Why don't we just block? Don't even have to think about you. And maybe we could come back to this at a later time. But I think in the beginning, when wombs are fresh, yeah, I don't want to see your shit. And I don't want you seeing my shit, because I don't want you to be triggered. Because I might be sitting here talking shit. And the fact of the matter is like, nah. You know what I mean? I should be able to express myself with no holds barred, even if it's about you. How you do that? You block them. And if they went out of their way to find what the fuck you said about them, that's them reaching. Feel me? That's why I block people, because I want to stop the bullshit before it starts.
Got you.
I don't give two fucks.
Cause I told you, like, I don't have like no true.
Nah, it
enemies.
don't matter.
I try my best to maintain good terms, even if it's like shit that didn't work out. But it's like, I feel like me blocking somebody is just like me already showing that I'm bothered and I'm triggered, or I will get easily triggered. It's like, I'm very carefree. Like I try to not be like an asshole or be a menace to anybody. Like I just try to live my life. And if you just happen to see what I'm doing in my life, that's on you. Like, as I said, the worst I'll do is unfollow you. I don't have to block you. I could just unfollow you. If you follow me, that's on you. You're just seeing my life. I don't want to see your life. I don't have to block you to not see you.
Nah, you got it. And I don't want you seeing my life.
Yeah, that's the only reason you apply. You
don't
don't
want
want
you
to see what
seeing
you're
my
doing.
life. Yeah,
I don't.
fuck
You
that.
can. I don't. You can see whatever the fuck I'm doing. I don't want to see what you're doing. In the beginning, your shit was probably boring and basic anyway.
All right, walk him out.
You see my life.
Walk him out, nigga.
So thank you all for watching for this episode of What's Up Everybody podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to be a guest or you have any comments about this episode, please leave it in the comments. You know, because that's what we do. We're here. You can follow me on my Instagram, Richie Loves Yo-Yos. You can follow this man right here, Fuma Mucho.
Hey, you.
And, you know, we outside. It's December. Happy holidays. Get your coquitos ready and let's have a great
Get
time.
your coquito. Holla at me, acá coquito.
And peace and love and yo-yos to you all.
Have a good weekend, y'all. Week.
Stay black.
Get some money. Suck some titties.
You do all that.
You don't suck titties?
I love titties.
Oh, about to say.
Titty fucks.